Well, hello again, YouTubers, and this is New Way to Do It, and I'm your host, Reese. And before I get started, I'm asking that you please subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment, give me a like, and share. I believe I got them all that time. So, my topic for today is the teachers and the unions here in Chicago. Now, the teachers want to extend at-home program for the students. The teachers and the unions want to extend that program for the students to stay home, and it don't seem like it's getting too much backlash. So I'm gonna be one of the ones that's gonna give some backlash. And the first thing I want to say is to the teachers. We paid you guys a lot of money, gave you a heck of a raise uh, last year, because you had been complaining about you wasn't getting enough money and your classes are too big and a assortment of other things. And you got, you laid out a litany of things that you wanted done, and I think believe about 90% of them got done. And now you don't want to go back to the schools to teach to the students. Now you say you do, you know, but you're concerned about this virus. I guess there's some uh, validity behind being concerned about the virus, you know. But you are a teacher. Your job is to teach, not over Zoom, where half the kids probably ain't gonna watch it. And what about the ones that's got to graduate from eighth grade and in high school? So what they gonna get a electronic diploma? You people are being ridiculous. There's a litany of diseases out there that people could catch, but you're so concerned about this one. I don't think so, and I don't think that it. And the school board president, or I mean, union person, you got to line on this one. You need to step back on this one. They need to take their bus to school, and teachers need to take their bus to school. There's no reason that they should be out of school. If COVID was as deadly as everybody claim it to be, and not to say that it's not deadly, because people have died from it. Quite a few people, at least people that claim it have died from it. Why are you living in fear then? If you can't escape it, why live in fear of it? So you teachers are telling me you're so concerned about the students that you just can't bring it to yourself to come to have class because if a child sneezes, that's going to be COVID. Or if a child gets sick, that's going to be COVID. But before COVID, that happened to the children. They got sick. Some got fevers. Some threw up. Some had all kind of allergic reactions. Everything. But you wasn't shutting the schools down for that. You never really shut the schools down for the flu. That's just a recent thing. You never shut it down when people had common cold. Even when people was walking around with Ebola, they claim. I didn't see no schools closed because of that. You're just afraid, and you're too uh, arrogant to admit that you're afraid to go back to school. The kids need to be back in school, and for these unions, the teachers' unions, and everything, they have given you guys way too much power, and it needs to be taken away from it. And if I was the mayor of this town, I would get rid of the unions, the teachers' unions. I really would, because they don't really represent nobody but the student. I mean, but the teachers. And then the students always suffer because everybody wants more and more and more and more. Nothing wrong with that on occasion, But if you're doing this out of something that you love to do, most people don't care about the money if they love to do it. Should make a decent salary. I agree. But you shouldn't have no rights and rules over what we tell you what to do with our money and our kids. And you people need to get that through your thick heads, the teachers and the unions. We the people that run that, not you. And if we want the kids to go back to school, they should be allowed to go back to school. So everybody sitting up want to take the teacher's side, and they wrong on this one, them and the unions. Now to the police. They are running around here. Well, not exactly to the police, to the mayor. That's what I want to address this to the mayor. Now, the feds coming in here to put some order into the city that you wouldn't allow to have in the city. But you don't want to make an order for the kids to go back to school because you believe that you're doing so good here, and you're not. You look bad, you make our city look bad. You and all these stupid rules and a lot of other cities too. Y'all sitting up and making these stupid rules, try to govern over people, and you know you really can't. And you know you should be doing more for this city, but you're not. You, it's easy to criticize you know. But if you was more so concerned about the kids getting in school, the police doing their job, which, like I said, which you gave both of them a ton of money, and neither one of them wants to really do their job. And then you get upset because the president wants to bring, some type of stability here to the city that you're not providing. You or the governor is not providing it. And you had the guard get mad. So instead of focusing on what you need to do in your city, you focusing on Trump, and cussing out aldermen. Telling them they full of it, and you the one that's full of it. You didn't deserve to come to be in office, and I hate you were voted in office, you and the governor, because you both are just shameful. Y'all pitiful, and you're not doing anything for the city or the state, except trying to raise taxes and trying to rule us with an iron fist. And I hope they come here and shame you all the way to the core. I hope they shame you to the core and make the job easy that you and the police here consider so tough to do. And I cannot wish any quicker that your term end. Because whoever run against you, I'm voting for them. Whoever it is, I'm voting for them. To get you and this governor out of here. Because all you're doing is bringing our city down. The police department is so corrupt, you letting them rule you. The unions, the police unions, are worse than the police. Because for some reason, I don't understand where you think they have power over you and the government and everybody else, but they don't have any power. And I swear, if I was mayor or governor, I would abolish police unions. I would truly abolish them because they're a detriment to our city and our country and the fellow human beings. They don't work for anybody but the police, and then they try to dictate to you how hard it is to be a policeman. If it was that damn hard, why so many of them are policemen? It ain't that hard. And this crap about they risk their life every day, they're not risking their life every day for nothing. And you people need to quit swallowing that crap up. They're not risking it. If they risk their life every day, how come so many of them so fat? Oh, I guess it's from what? Risking their life eating donuts? Give me a break. And if they risk their life so if is that they doing it and risking their life so much, why? How come a lot of them, have time for leisure? How come they do? They're living in a war zone, right? But every year they get 2 week vacation. So you get a vacation from death and destruction. You people need to wake up and see what's going on. These people living the life of Raleigh off of your tax dollars. and tell you that it's hard on them. It's so hard on them. How come they can live in $300,000, $400,000 houses? But it's hard. They risk their life every day. They in the trenches, and you just don't appreciate it. That's a bunch of BS. No, we're the ones that's living a hard life every day. We're the ones that's living in the trenches. We're the ones that's dodging bullets. They ain't dodging nothing. They walk in with the guns ablazing. We fighting without even guns, without even having guns. I meant to say. So don't get caught up in their BS either. Like I say, the police unions, the teachers, and the teachers unions, they nothing but money hungry grubbers. That's all they are. Money hungry grubbers. The teachers in this city make, a lot of money. A lot of money. And some in the suburbs make a lot of money. I'm not leaving them out either because a lot of them they need to be cut. Their budgets cut too, and the unions cut from them as well. You know, because every few years, they want to make what the policemen make. Then the police want to make what the aldermen make, and the aldermen wants to make what the senators make. Everybody wants to make everybody else's salary. Nobody's happy with their own salary, and there's nothing wrong with advancing, but you gotta quit letting them advance off of our backs, people. Where they turn around and we gotta pay the bill, but then still you dictating to us. We should be doing the dictating, and our mayor should be doing it for us. But she's on that same horse with them. It's just pitiful, you know. And you people run around and cheer for the police and cheer for the teachers, and them people don't give a screwing crap about none of you or your children. If you want to know the truth, you find very few of them that's really, really into the children. The rest of them is there for a paycheck. And that's just the bottom line. Just like with the police, their job is to serve and protect. They don't serve or protect nobody. They become gangsters. And the Chicago police is the worst gangsters. They just become legalized gangsters where they can harass you and abuse you and put false charges on you and stuff. But do you see your mayor fighting for that, folks? No, she don't fight for that. She claims she had a couple of, well, we got to do reform. Where have it come from? You just gave them historic raises. Where's the reform? Now, everybody's scared of losing their salary. They don't want to go out and fight no crime because they're scared of losing their salary. You making $100,000 a year, you ain't going to do much crime solving either. And if you do solve some crime, just let me give you folks a scenario on how corrupt most police departments are. Say there's no crime in your neighborhood. You say you ain't had no crime in your neighborhood for 50 years. And all of a sudden you get these young, out of the military, they did some military time coming to the police station. Now, all the disputes have always been settled, among each other, or if somebody had to come in there, like a police or a magistrate, it was all quelled. You see what I'm saying? Nobody had to get hurt. Nobody died. Nobody, had to press charges on them or anything like that. Now these young, gung-ho, used to be in the military, abusing people across the other sides of the world, come in, they become policemen. That whole scenario changes. You know why? Because they're taught to take over the situation and take control of whatever the situation may be. So if you have another circumstance where you got some neighbors, in a dispute, it may even appear violent but never actually be violent. It may appear violent. You have violent words going back and forth and threats going back and forth. You know what today's police to do? They'll run up on you and pull a gun on you and threaten to kill you. And might kill you. And claim their life was in danger. Now, you never threatened their life, or they're coming in with a scenario that you didn't follow orders. Police don't have the right to give you an order. And for them to keep telling you that is a falsity. Because remember, folks, we are their boss. We give them orders. The only time they can give you an order if you're breaking the law. And we gave them that right too. So you got to think in terms of what we give them and what they're giving us. We giving you a stable, secure job with a pension, power over the people, and the right to use deadly force if necessary. What we give ourselves? I don't hear nobody answering. Nothing. Because you gave it all to them. It's time to take it back, folks. We have to bring them back to what they were originally, well, not for what they originally were created for, but we have to bring them back and recreate them. And to let them know for sure and let them see that we are the taxpayers, we are the bosses, you are the employee. And each and every one of us is the taxpayer. Whether you're on welfare or anything else, you pay taxes. Excuse me. And we have to let them know they don't have the right to abuse you or anything else. And until folks start doing stuff like that, we're gonna steady keep getting these corrupt politicians, these corrupt uh, uh, sheriffs and police officers. It's not gonna change. And y'all got to quit standing by and letting these people dictate what rights you don't have, and you let them know the rights you do have, and demand those rights, and demand respect. All right, well, that's my rant for today. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And remember, you have power. Don't give it up to anybody. It's yours, and wield it like it's yours. Until the next video, God bless, and have a next day. Bye-bye.